On a quiet morning in Kolkata, West Bengal, the city awoke to a horrific discovery that would send shockwaves across the nation. A young, promising doctor, just 31 years old, was found brutally raped and murdered within the confines of Rgkar Medical College and Hospital. This tragic incident on August 11, 2023, left not only a family in mourning but also a city, and eventually a country, grappling with a growing sense of fear, anger, and demand for justice. The victim, a dedicated doctor, had devoted her life to caring for others. But in a cruel twist of fate, she became the subject of one of the most heinous crimes the city had seen in recent memory. The medical community was in shock. The halls of Rgkar Medical College, which once echoed with the sounds of healing, were now filled with grief and outrage. The news of the brutal crime spread like wildfire, sparking protests from doctors, medical students, and concerned citizens alike. They demanded one thing: justice. As the local police began their investigation, the public's anger grew. Days passed, yet there were no arrests, no clear leads. With each passing moment, the pressure on the West Bengal government intensified. The people demanded answers, but instead, they were met with silence and inaction. Public trust in the authorities began to wane. Accusations of incompetence and potential cover-ups started circulating, and the streets of Kolkata became a battleground for justice. The situation reached a boiling point, forcing the Calcutta High Court to step in. Responding to the growing public outcry, the court ordered the Central Bureau of Investigation, known as the CBI, to take over the case. This move was seen by many as the only hope for an impartial investigation. The CBI's involvement brought a renewed sense of hope. They promised to leave no stone unturned in their quest for justice, but as the investigation progressed, challenges began to emerge. Witnesses were intimidated, evidence was questioned, and the political tensions only grew. Across West Bengal, the streets were filled with anger, not just against the perpetrators but against the government itself. Massive demonstrations erupted, led by medical professionals and civil society groups. What began as a demand for justice soon turned into a political battleground. The ruling Trinamool Congress faced severe criticism, with opposition parties seizing the moment to amplify their voices. The incident, they claimed, was a testament to the government's failure to protect its citizens, especially women. The protests, however, were not without their own controversies. Violence broke out in some areas, and the Reclaim the Night March, a peaceful protest demanding safety for women, was disrupted by vandalism and chaos. The legal battle is far from over. The CBI continues its investigation, carefully piecing together the events leading up to that fateful night. But they face an uphill battle. Political interference, witness tampering, and public pressure all threaten to derail the course of justice. The public is watching closely, desperate for answers and justice. Will the CBI uncover the truth? Will the culprits be brought to justice? Or will this case become another tragic example of a system that failed its people? This case is more than just a tragic incident. It's a wake-up call. It has highlighted the vulnerabilities of women, even in spaces where they should feel safe, like hospitals and educational institutions. It's a stark reminder of the challenges faced by law enforcement in a politically charged environment. As the investigation continues, one thing is clear: the fight for justice is far from over. The people of West Bengal, and indeed the entire nation, are watching closely, waiting for the day when justice is finally served. We will continue to follow this story as it unfolds. Stay tuned for more updates on this tragic incident and the pursuit of justice.